Hey everyone, Mr. Devil here, Kenny Danico, three-time Stanley Cup champion of the New Jersey Devils, and you're listening to the Uncle Pucker's New Jersey Devils podcast. Let's go Devils!
Hey boys, how's everybody this fine Friday evening?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
I'm Chris. We're the Uncle Puckers, Tim Wood and Tony Zamboni, and guys, we went into Vegas and we got 2 freaking points in Vegas.
It was a great time of a game too, man. For me, I got to watch it all nice. I mean, you know, for 10 o'clock at night there, 5 o'clock in the morning start here. I woke up early, take the kids to school, got to watch the whole game.
There you go.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
So I taped the game, and then I ended up zonking out at like 9:30, but I woke up at 1 o'clock on my couch, so I put it on at 1 o'clock, and I
didn't text you guys on purpose because I figured you guys were sleeping. Like when they won, I was like, they're probably in bed.
We do it to you, man. You could give it right back
to
us. You can give it right back to us. Like our text message streams to you probably like
should have taken 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Hey, Devil's weird.
You're like, yeah.
Dude, that was a heck of a fun game to watch, man. That was a fun game.
Yeah. But it was a fun game to watch. There was a lot of great things about it, I felt. But goddamn, man, again, Allen saves us in a lot of ways that game. If that's just a score. You could very well lose that game too.
But you can't look at it like that. He's part of the team.
I can't help it.
He played good.
That's how I'm looking at things.
Our goalie was good.
So I'm looking.
It's like how jaded we are right now that it's like oh my god, a goalie did his job. What a fucking shock! Like I can't believe like this is what it's like when a goalie makes a fucking save. Like that's where we are right now. I thought he was great. Like that one, that 2-on-1. You could tell he's locked in. That 2-on-1 in the first period, we made that sliding glove save. It was like all right, like this could go pretty well. He kept us in it definitely. Carter Hart wasn't exactly bad himself either.
No, he played
Carter Hart was great too. Like that was, like you said, it was a fun, high energy, had a little bit of a playoff vibe. It was national TV. That building was fucking super loud.
Still my pick. That's my final pick.
Is it?
That's been since the summer. I said Vegas, Jersey.
It was weird for me I don't really want to. If you're, they say he's innocent. Okay. So I don't want to harp on the whole thing, but it was just weird when I was watching Hart play. I'm thinking people will forget before you know it. It's going to be just some people won't forget the whole situation that happened with the Canadian team. But if you really look at it, I was thinking this when I was watching the game. And I know innocent's innocent, but I was thinking that I was like, man, people are going to forget this eventually. He's already, even when I was watching at first, I was like, oh, there's Hart. And I was like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah. I don't think people will forget it. Like I don't know what his involvement was. I was pretty hyper focused on like what McLeod did. So I wasn't really, I just know he was there. So, I don't know.
Am I wrong? Is Carter Hart the only one from that group that is in the NHL now?
Oh,
yes. Cal Foot has an AHL deal with the Chicago Wolves, who is the Hurricanes affiliate. The rest are either
Carolina, but didn't.
Yeah, I think he went back to the KHL, I believe. I don't know. We don't need to talk about those fucking guys, but he played well. We had some really good chances. Our best shooting talent is on the fucking shelf right now. Jack, Timo, and Gritsuk.
Yep.
And when you have a guy like Palat in that right flank on the power play and he fucking buries it right in Hart's chest, that's a little hard to watch. Like
when I hear the announcers talk about what a great save that was, and I'm like, God damn it, guy. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. He had 3/4 of the fucking net to shoot out, and he shot it right into his chest.
Ironically, I did that last night in beer league. I actually shot it back the other way, and it actually went wide. I had like this much.
Is that what you call it when you shoot it? When you shoot it on his chest, is that what you call it? Beer league.
The beer league.
No, but episode 5 of Heated Rivalry was amazing. Watched it last night when I got home. Like literally one of the best episodes of television I've seen in a long time.
Really?
You should grab your wife, watch the show.
Keith should let Allen start next game, man. I was just
going to say that Ritter Engine 1289 ask any chance Keith lets Allen start tonight. I mean, I don't know if he will. I doubt he will, but I'd have no problem with Allen in.
Yeah, I mean, I do think the tide is turning, and I think it's a message sent like that Allen got the Vegas start. If Allen gets this start too, then then we know that there is a issue that the team now has with Markstrom's abilities. If
We have a
Markstrom gets to
number one
start, it's
goalie
more of
problem.
the we're trying to get him back into it. We're trying to get him back into it. That type of shit. Markstrom, like, he hasn't been fucking terrible, like, except for like maybe that Tampa Bay game, over like 4 or 5 games.
What was the
But
last start he had? Was it the
was it
Vancouver?
Tampa Bay? Maybe it was Vancouver. It was one of
Yeah.
those two he started
Vancouver.
where he didn't look all that. Oh yeah, the one was the
Vancouver,
one
he
where
was.
Vancouver?
Yeah, it was because they don't. He
Yeah.
played all right. I mean, the second goal,
Yeah,
we
it's
should have
just
won
like-
that game, and the second goal wasn't his fault. That was the
And-
own goal from Dylan.
And there's a good chance if he had some
Yeah,
some
thank you, Sean.
consistency, he would probably get heated up again. The problem is that the way things are going right now, you kind of need to win now at this
You
point.
need every point.
Yeah, I
that's the
agree. Yeah,
problem,
we can't afford. We talked about it a couple weeks ago how the spread from first to last was 5 points. Now it's like 10, and that's going to get bigger and bigger. They pick up this win tonight, and they're tied for second again.
Yeah, 41
on
points.
points.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's I think a big sort of psychological thing. They asked Luke, I was like, "Are you scoreboard watching?" He's like, he kind of fumbled around it, and he's like, "We're aware of where we are." You
That's
kind
the
of
right
have
answer.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Washington's coming back up too, man. Not Washington, but Florida. Florida's right back up there.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about anybody in the Atlantic. I'm just
know.
worried about those top 3 in the Metro, and that's got to be the focal point for this.
Oh,
team.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying people had them kind of written off. Florida. They
Yeah.
were like, oh, I'm like,
Yeah.
you just
Florida's
can't
coming
write
up. Tampa's fallen off a little bit. They're going back and forth, but it's I've maintained this the whole time. It probably still will be us, Carolina and Washington in some way, shape, or form. Carolina will probably be first. Just depends on if Washington keeps us up. Like we're making the playoffs, guys. Like we are.
God, I love that you're so confident about it. And I need to see a little bit more until my confidence kind of gets up a little bit. Like I think about tonight's game, absolutely winnable game, but the Markstrom, if he's in net, that's what makes me nervous. This Utah team is fast. They can move the puck, man, and it can turn around and be 3-0 before we even get to the first commercial break. That's what scares me. We've seen them play so inconsistent for the last 3 years. I just want to see them do what they did against Vegas. They played a great game, and it was a fun game. And, it was great goaltending. It was physical. It was fast. Like, that's the Devils' wheelhouse. They got to be in that they play that way against Utah. They should smother them. They should, but
I hate that shootout, man. Hate the shootout. I can't help it.
It was a punch counterpunch type of game. Like we didn't like Vegas can turn a game on you very fucking quickly, and you blink of an eye, it's 3-0, or they put up 3 goals, and they got their chances, and we answered right back and countered, and like you said, like there was an element of physicality. We pushed back on some things. I just overall, great game. But you're right. Like the identity of this team has been inconsistency. So we need to see it again, and then we need to see it again, and then we need to see it again. And I do think, 4 out of the last 5 games, going back to Ottawa. So Ottawa, Vancouver,
Tampa,
Anaheim, Tampa, and LA and Vegas have all been pretty well, except for Tampa, have all been pretty good process games. Maybe that first period in Vancouver wasn't great, but that I think there was a bit of a look in the mirror moment after Tampa where they're like, we can't ever fucking do that again.
Yeah.
So
a little come to Jesus moment in the dressing room there for the boys. I agree.
Yeah, to your point, I'm encouraged, but I'm still suspicious.
Yeah, that's how I am. So like I'm not completely on board. Like we were making the playoffs this year. Like but again, where I'm getting more optimistic is we're getting guys back. Like I titled the show, right? What a difference a Pesce makes. Like holy shit, having him back just kind of the team kind of felt a lot more normal. And, and for his first game back, he played fucking great. And I think in turn, Luke is going to start stepping up now a little bit. And Luke's been playing fantastic. Like I have no issues.
Yeah,
With how he's
that's
played the
three
last
three
handful of games.
elite games. Three
Yeah.
elite games from Luke. Yeah.
Thought Nico played a really good game the other night. You know, couldn't bury one, but he had his chances. I think he had like 5 shots on goal or something. You know, played a ton. So you know, just got to get these guys back now. That's the key. Like, let's just keep our head above water. You have winnable games coming up. You got Utah. You got Buffalo. Those are the next 2. Go win those 2. You know, don't fall back into the same shit. Go get 4 points in the next 2 games, and then you know start getting healthy before the break. That's what I want to see.
And now is the time for Fitz to do. Now, if everyone starts getting healthy, you see some life in this team. Now is the time to make some moves. You have to do it. I mean, no matter how. Right now, it's kind of fun. Like we're getting a little excited again. Doesn't matter because at the end of the race, we're still not ready to compete with some of these other teams. We have to make some moves, and now's the time to do it. Especially we can start getting some points and getting back into the range. You know, I mean, it's time is now.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I think what is it? There's a roster freeze
to
6 hours.
Yeah, till the 27th.
Yeah, so they've what do we say?
Holidays
3 games
for Christmas, so you don't get traded during Christmas.
Yeah, so you don't get traded during Christmas.
Utah, Buffalo, and the Capitals are the games before the freeze is up. So yeah, you know,
I heard
Kadri would be great on this team.
Yeah, so you know there are 4 kind of veteranish. There are 4 veteranish centers out there with varying ages, skill sets, contracts. That I think we're all be kind of in the Devil's wheelhouse. Yeah. So take a guess.
Ryan O'Reilly.
Correct.
Is it Brady Shen?
Brady Shen.
Is he a center? Okay, I wasn't even sure if he was a center.
Yeah.
Kadri. And Coleman?
Kadri, yeah. And no, Deneau.
Coleman's not a center. He's a winger.
He plays center, but I don't see him as a center.
Who's the 4th guy?
Philip Deneau from LA. Apparently he's requested a trade. He basically has the same stat line as Glendening, so it's kind of like, you know, the Spider-Man meme where it's like, you know, so I don't know. I mean, my preference is still ROR. You know, like I think they all have kind of varying levels of good fit. I like the kind of prick and dog that Kadri is, but his contract's a fucking nightmare. So there's a lot of different things. But if we can't move out money, it doesn't all fucking matter anyway.
It's all Palat. It's all Palat's contract. It's the one that we said for years isn't going to age well and is going to end up biting them in the ass. And this is officially now biting them in the ass, that contract. So we'll see what he can do with it. So I saw Devil Heavens asking about Sherwood. Isn't like Vancouver asking for a shit ton for him?
They're asking for a first, I think. I don't know. You know, these things, you know, it's what they ask for and what they wind up are tend to be 2 different things. You know, just like ROR was first in a prospect. You know, I don't know what Kadri is. I'd imagine, you know, with varying levels of retention and you know what they're asking back. I haven't heard what that ask is. Deneau the same way. So, you know, yeah, Kiefer Sherwood, like he was on a shooting bender early in the year, and he's fallen off a cliff on that. You know, could be some of his team around him, but he's just, you know, he's probably a glorified 4th liner that just hits the shit out of everything. Probably, you know, him and Cotter on a 4th line would just be absolute fucking menaces. But, you know, I don't really think they're bringing much to the score sheet.
I mean, out of all those guys, I know the Kadri contract is an albatross, but for playoff time, I want Kadri over any one of those.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, you know, ROR's I mean, the only reason why, like, I would pick ROR over Kadri, and again, none of this fucking matters if, like, because we're not going to be cap compliant in a little bit, you know, and we can't move out money, but like in our little world of what our needs are, you know, it is that 3C I think is ideal. You know, there's a way to, you know, basically for Nashville to retain all of Stamkos's money. Oh, the other interesting thing that happens today too is, and I don't know if it's going to affect anything, but for double retention. So if like they were to get 2 teams to retain on someone, so like to get Kadri, you know, we'd have to have someone retain it, and then they would then trade it to us.
Right.
to do that now, that player has to stay on that team for a 75-day window before they can go to the eventual final destination team.
So you can't do like a Jonathan Quick Columbus Blue Jacket thing where,
exactly. So today's the last day for any sort of double retention to be able to take place if that person were to wind up on the final team before the trade deadline. So basically, technically, like today's the last day for you to trade someone and have two teams pick up their salary. Just
and
small
little stay on for 75
days.
and
then make that final team for the playoffs.
Well, that handcuff, it really does lessen your prospects. It's
another thing that I don't know why they put this in there into the CBA, but it's like another thing that kind of handcuffs these GMs with making deals. There's so many different kind of little aspects of the CBA that have really handcuffed making any sort of deals. Like Lou could wheel and deal because these guys didn't have fucking trade protection. There was no salary cap. Like it's like an entirely different world right now. And look, I'm not defending Fitz by any fucking imagination. Yeah, no, I'm not. It's just like it's a reality. Like like the Oilers figured out with their goaltending.
Jari got hurt. Jari got fucking hurt last night.
Now they're looking at Alex Lyon at Buffalo. Fucking hilarious.
Alex Lyon, I like him. I do. I like the way he plays. He just doesn't quit. Everywhere he goes, he gives the team a chance. I like Alex Lyon.
They're like, honestly, they're like three good goalies in the NHL.
Yeah, we should get one of them.
We had one of them. I think Blackwood's pretty good now, isn't he?
Yeah, see, I think he's been hurt. I think he's been back to the same old Blackwood, and Wedgwood's been kind of carrying them.
Wedgwood has been fucking outstanding. Yeah. Like that's the guy I would take back.
Reading that bullshit, like Marty and fucking Fitz, they were like chuckling about losing Wedgwood on waivers.
Say that 3 more times really fast.
Sorry, my dog is just making that I'm about to throw up noise. No, there's an article where like Marty and Fitz were like, "Oh, we were chuckling because we lost this guy in waivers." It's like, "Oh, so you fucked up the goaltending? We had Logan Thompson in our system." It's just like
I have high hopes for Nico Dawes. I like Nico Dawes. I just feel like he hasn't gotten his chance. He hasn't gotten the opportunity.
Yeah, I agree. So I don't know. I don't know when we're going to hear who starts tonight. Probably in a little bit. It'll probably be
Markstrom. I figure.
I think it will be Markstrom. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but unless like Keith really wants to send a message, like we can't fucking run this guy out there.
Tony, what would you like to see this team do moving forward?
You got to move probably 2 or 3 moves. I think you got to bring. I always say it. I know it's like a broken record all the time, but you got to bring some toughness, some nastiness here. I thought that's what like when Florida did that at the end of the trade deadline last year. I think it really boosted them with the Rat. I mean, as much as you need a player like that on this team, him and Dylan can kind of help us out in playoffs a little bit with that aspect, the toughness. I don't know. I just feel like we're not going to make a big move, so we know this because like you said, the money's just not. It's not going to probably be capable of being done. But man, would it be nice to see something that just really fucking changed this team around? It
would be nice. That would.
Yeah, I mean, awesome. Even if you have to lose, because as we always said, as people who grew up under Lou, we were there for the 3 cups. We dealt with the fucking Matteau in '94, the heartbreak. Like, people who don't realize, going to school in Toms River, New Jersey, man, that was a Ranger area back in '94 and shit like that. We got tormented and, just those times you watch Lou get rid of guys you liked, no matter if you let, he made the moves to bring people in that changed the team, whether it be a Chambers or a Lemieux or whatever, at that time period. But you had to give away guys that you loved back then, I mean, and that's what you have to do now. And it sucks. We know we're not getting rid of any uses. We know that for a fact. And it would suck to see some other guys go, but what if it changed the whole fucking season? What if I love Jesper Bratt. I always like Jesper Bratt, but it's guys like you. You might need to have some heartache, man, to get to where we need to be. And obviously what we've had, I said this before the season started, I didn't feel confident in this team. You know, I hated to say it because I'm a diehard Devils fan. And I feel like we still need to make those moves to be able to compete, man, when it counts at the end. Right now, it's nice winning some of these games, but consistency we need, you know, and we need to be a team that's feared. And I feel like, I hate to say it, and I said this last year too, I don't feel like we're a team that's feared.
Oh, I think there could be a lot of truth there. You know what we definitely could have used back in like 1994? Like, what would have been the best? Like, if we just had a place that focused on Devils gear, like just a Devil-centric place that does like Devil awesome T-shirts and hoodies and
Church
hats.
of Satan.
Well, Church of Satan, possibly.
Oh no, okay, you're talking about the hockey team.
I was thinking about the hockey team.
Sorry about that.
And I just wish that there was a place to go to have some really cool, original, like the Devil fans that know kind of shit, you know, like just awesome, cool places. I cannot find anything like that online. And it's frustrating.
Really?
Yeah. Why? Do you know a place?
Indeed, I do. So
You
I
do?
stumbled across this place on Twitter the other day called Brick City Hockey Apparel. And I was just scrolling through their shirts. I ordered like 4 of them. They're fucking awesome shirts. They have great hats, hoodies. So I reached out to the guy that runs the place on Twitter and was like, hey, how would you feel about, doing a little partnership with the Puckers? So everybody go to Brick City Hockey Apparel, use code Puckers on checkout, PUCKERS, and you get 20% off. A lot of t-shirts. They have so much cool shit. They have like an awesome just Marty helmet design. They have an awesome Chico design. They have the 5 numbers in the rafters. They have a Fire Fits t-shirt if you guys want to get fucking really aggressive.
The old Continental Airlines Arena.
The old barn. It says the old barn. It
And
has that old New Jersey hockey logo from like the 80s. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, they have the 80s shit I'm sold on. That's great.
My favorite shirt is the Chico shirt. It's in my cart right now, and I am buying it this weekend. It is awesome. So, Tony, you got to go check it out. It's just
I haven't seen this yet.
It's the old school, Jason Voorhees mask, right? With a mustache over it, and it just says the OG on it. It's fucking awesome. Nice. And it's one of the coolest shirts ever. And like I said, it's for Devil fans that know. You know, if you're walking down the street, nobody's going to know that shirt unless they're a real Devil fan. And that's what I love about it.
And it's not, and it's not Fanatics. It's not a Devil shop within something else. It's brickcityhockeyapparel.com. Go to there, get 20% off. It's fun. Buy your wife, your kids, all the Christmas photos, get all your kids geared up in Chico t-shirts. Maybe wear a Fire Fits t-shirt if you want. They also have cool hats, a couple of hoodies. So there's a lot of shit. You can do some damage there, but it is a one-time fee. So do it one time. We'll put
the link on all our socials. It'll also be in the description on the show when we finish up here. So we'll have it everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, they're asking for the link in the chat too.
Yep, we will definitely get it to you guys.
Can you pop it in, Tony? Do you have the chat open?
Yeah, I do have the chat. I'll see if I can send it over there. What if the Flyers have one? Like maybe while you're down there, would you mind blowing me shirt or something like that?
That would be great. That would be awesome. I wish. That would be fun. Now, do we really? Now, that's totally something that Don should have fucking said. You know, that's a Don move.
Hey, there's always tonight.
Put a skin tube in it.
That's true.
Jesus Christ, Tony.
One more little ad, and then we'll get back to some hockey, guys. The jaw-dropping moments that make hockey. Experience them all with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. Missouri listeners, listen up. DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in the Show Me State. New customers, this one's for you. Bet $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. That's code THPN to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. All right.
So, Tony, did you actually hear this guy, what he said?
No, I did not. I just read it a little bit before we came on.
Tell me if this works. I don't know if it will or not.
I'm dropping this link in the chat too.
Can you hear that?
Barely.
Yes.
While you're down there, would you mind blowing me?
Tim, did you say that? No.
So that was live.
Great. That is great.
And they suspended the guy for 2 games.
They have
Yeah,
personality.
but it's like
Nobody have a sense of humor anymore.
What's really funny is like
That's awesome.
I haven't seen a single person like nobody's like, this is disgusting. Everybody that I've seen is like, this is fucking hysterical. Like one of the funniest things. Yeah, Zach, they have a Never Again 94 shirt for the Rangers.
Yeah.
Honestly, like one of the best
Hopefully I
one of the
spelled that
best
right in there.
like collections of t-shirts, and they're cranking out new releases all the time. So anyway, that's our new partner. Hopefully one day we'll have a little mini pucker merch store so we can get our logo up on some t-shirts.
That would be awesome. So yeah, guys, definitely check them out. Brick City Apparel, BrickCityHockeyApparel.com, code word Puckers. Now let's move on. Tonight's going to be a fun game. I like watching Utah. So where are they at in the standings? I'm going to actually check that right now because I haven't done any research today because I was at work all day. So give me a second. Oh my God.
I put that link in the. Can you see that link in the chat, Tim?
Where'd you put it?
Which chat?
In the chat for the live chat right here for those guys.
I don't see it.
I didn't see it pop up.
That's fucking weird. Okay, let me try it again here.
Yeah, Mike Ruff texted me. He's saying breakout game tonight, 4-1, and then I responded Markstrom's probably starting. So then he wrote back. Then he wrote back 4-3.
So I mean, they're one game over NHL 500 here. They have 37 points. They're fourth in the Central Division. Their last game was a 4-1 win over Detroit. And let's see. So right now, Utah is 11th in goals. I mean, I'm sorry, 6th in goals for with 111. They're 20th in goals against with 106. And let's see. Those are really all the odds. I can go over the last 5 games that they've had. They lost to Florida 4-3. Then they beat Seattle 5-3. They beat the Penguins 5-4 in overtime. And then they lost to Boston 4-1. And they beat Detroit 4-1. So you got 3-2 in their last 5 games. So they're a good team.
They have a pretty good lineup. So usually what it's looking like, it's going to be Keller, Schmaltz, and Peterka, which is pretty scary offensive line. Then it's Krause, Hayton, and Genther. And then Boot, McBain, and Carcone. And then O'Brien, Stenlin, either in Yamamoto or Kerfoot. They have 2 of our old buddies on defense too. There's Sergachev and Dursey, which is a pretty good first pair.
Yeah, Marino.
Cole and Nick DeSimone.
You know what? I like name.
I always like DeSimone. And then Schmidt and John Marino.
John Marino. Yeah. DeSimone sounds like he should have been on Welcome Back, Kotter. I mean, I just love that name.
He was a sweat hog. Yeah. Nicky DeSimone. My cousin, Vinny Barbarino.
Great name.
So I didn't see the post game on TNT. I went to bed afterwards. But Zach saying that Jake Allen had a lot of good things to say about Markey. I'm sure he did. I'm sure, everybody wants Markey to be the Markey that we know. He just hasn't found his game this year.
I don't want him to be bad. Ever since he got hurt against Boston last year, he's just kind of been a shell of himself, and it sucks. And honestly, you could see just the way he plays, he's just swimming back there, man. He's overcommitting, he's over sliding. Like he'll fucking slide into the corner if the fucking post wasn't in the way. He's just he the amount of times that he has his half his body outside of the goal is it's just out of control. So it's just you got to kind of fucking cross your fingers and just hope he doesn't totally overcommit. He's also always been super aggressive. So a team like Utah that passes really well can really take advantage of that with little backdoor tap in. So you gotta that weak side D has got to be head on a fucking swivel to make sure that Peterka's not hanging around behind him.
I mean, I think tonight's game is solely falling onto goaltending. I really do. If Markstrom is in and he plays well, and the Devils should win this game.
Yeah, we got to clear the zone well. We did that pretty well against Vegas. We gave a chance, but we were out of the zone pretty crisply and cleanly. We didn't really have a lot of zone exit failures. We didn't have a lot of caved in ozone time. Yeah, we were in their ozone and getting good chances. I really like this third line and Plot, even though he fucking buried in the guy's chest, these 5 or 6 straight pretty good games for a guy. It's just too bad he makes $6 million. But that line, that Brown Glass Palat line has been very good. I thought Brownie came up with a really good goal too.
Beautiful goal. And that's something that we were saying is going to be very hard for the Devils to get net front against Vegas, to be able to crash the net and pick up that loose garbage, get a dirty goal. And man, Brown was there, and it was a great goal. And then
This one. Do you want to do the DraftKings read?
I did it already.
Did you?
Yes, I did it. Where were you? I did the DraftKings read.
What? Yeah, all right, fuck.
Am I crazy?
Oh,
Tony, did you hear me do the DraftKings read? Missouri, Show Me State, nothing.
I thought so, but now I'm doubting myself. Tim's got me fucked up now. I don't know.
I'll do it again if you really want.
I think I was trying to put the code to that webpage in there.
Yes, you were. You were putting the code in when I read it.
Did my edible just kick in? Like,
it possibly. That could be an issue, yeah. So,
the reason the code's not working, boys, is because it won't let me put .com in there.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
When I put the .com for the apparel site, yeah, it doesn't let me. So
the code may be all caps too, capital PUCKERS. I'm not sure. So check if it didn't work. If it doesn't register first, try it all caps. Okay. Today's type of game with their decor, like DeSimone, Marino, Dursey, Sergachev, none of them are like these fucking redwoods that like Vegas had. So tonight's a game for the Jesper Bratt really needs to step up. Like I'm probably gonna bet on anytime goal for him because I think it's time. We also need Dougie to fucking pop one or at least get on the fucking score sheet. Like Jesus Christ, man, this guy has just been such a drag. Although he did have a pretty decent game against Vegas. He killed a lot of good plays, like with his stick, a bunch of rush chances, but like that's not what he's getting paid for. So
that Jesper Bratt shootout goal was fucking nasty.
It was dirty.
That was nasty. What a fucking beautiful goal.
You see the way he looked back at Carter Hart too.
Yep. Yeah.
After he did that, he looked back. He's like, you ain't shit.
I loved it.
I liked how Allen was so calm during that shootout too, man. If you watch him, it was just he was very cool and collective on that shit that night.
I saw today, so Jeff Merrick, who used to be on 32 Thoughts, and Greg Wishnessy, whatever his name is, who's on there. Wish was like, he was like that should have been a goal for Marner, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Does he not know how a breakaway or shootout works?
No, he's just
not
like he's like
shootout.
He's like when it touches a goalie, that's not a shot. It's like that's exactly what it.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about? The second he poke checked it, that the play's dead. Like that's the way the shootout works. It's really dumb.
Yep. Yeah, penalty shots and shootouts. You get one shot. That's it. That's it.
No, it's like you don't get like unlimited wax at a rebound. Yeah. Sorry, fuck off.
So I mean, it. What's this? My buddy makes some great gummies. Love
Send them to us.
So one thing, I think that we really got to start knocking off is these early penalties. It worked out great for us, and they kind of spun it into a positive, which is I thought was a pretty ridiculous.
30 seconds in,
but it's like what the third game in a row where we've had a penalty like a minute, 2 minutes in, but. It's kind of funny that was Pesce's first shift, but he put up over 22, 23 minutes last night, and he was Brett Pesce again, man. It's just like he's just like such a warm, fuzzy blanket back there. I love it.
I'm with you. You. Him being back is such a huge thing for this team. Now let's get Jack back and Grits back, hopefully Sunday against Buffalo, and get this thing rolling on the right way for the new year. Because I mean. If they play the way they played against Vegas with a full lineup, they're not going to lose a lot of games if they play that way when everybody's back.
And you got to beat Buffalo. You got to beat those teams. Those are the teams you got to beat, right?
Yes, that's like that loss to Vancouver's. That's still
that hurts.
That's still unacceptable.
It's like last year against San Jose, we had the same kind of problems. These are the games you have to win right now, especially when you need these points so bad, and you've been kind of wishy-washy for the first part of the season. Yeah,
I mean, you go on any kind of more of a losing streak, or you're not putting together some consistent efforts at the end of the year. Those are the games that are biting you in the ass. Not picking up a point against Vancouver. If you drop tonight against Utah or Buffalo on Sunday, like you said, those are the games that are going to bite you in the ass. You are a better team. They just haven't played that way, every single game. So
it's going on 3 years. This inconsistency is there's been hot stretches and cold stretches, but it's been a lot of like what was the whole joke about the 4-game winning streak, like not being able to string that together for 2 years, like that's unacceptable. They just gotta fucking figure it out. And I'm tired of telling them they got to figure it out because at this point it's like. yeah, like to Tony's point, like maybe there does need to be some sort of change.
Well, yeah, and I see like the fire Fitz thing in it. And I told you think about you just mentioned those 3 years, Tim, and these are 3 years that I will give our players some like space because our GM did nothing to give them the tools they need. You know, I mean, you go back 3 seasons ago, we all knew the goaltending. We said it on this show a million times, like, man, or what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Didn't do shit. Last year, didn't do shit, you know, and we're disappointed because we didn't, well, last year sucked, right? But I mean, we didn't get any tools. There was nothing. Usually you get a couple of decent tools. We were given like, I mean, I like glass and stuff, but nothing.
We got a bunch of broken fucking
nothing that moves the
in that.
needle, you know,
Like,
nothing that
you
you're just like, hell yeah, I can't wait to go watch these guys play. You know, it's like,
Well,
it's just
Bobby has been saying for years that he honestly thinks that this team needs a big hockey trade, that somebody in that core top 6 guys, you have to move off of some of these guys to maybe bring in a different element and change the culture of the team, and not just, you know, on the ice, like you said, maybe be more physical. Like the idea of a guy like Kadri or even Blake Coleman and what they can bring to this team, especially at playoff time, is something they don't have. They need it. I don't think it's going to happen. I honestly don't. I know that I would love to see a trade happen, but I think Fitz might just be completely gun shy at this point. Like, you know, losing.
I think he's just absolutely fucking incompetent. Like,
well, yeah, we know that.
Like, we talked about it. I don't think it's going to happen, but like when Kovacevic comes back, like we're not going to be cap compliant. Like, how's he going to manage that? He said he had a plan. I don't believe him now. Like, I don't believe he had a plan, and I don't believe that. He may have a plan, but I don't think he's gonna be able to execute it. And like now that the 10 teams on Dougie's like to go to list, you know, whatever those are, you know, they're gonna rake Fitz over the coals. They're gonna fucking extract whatever they can just so Fitz can clear money. Like, that's bullshit.
Yep.
And at this point, it's like if you get rid of Dougie, like Chalowski's playing in that position. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. So it's kind of like we're stuck. We're fucking stuck, and it's because of this fucking idiot.
Yep. Because really, Luke Hughes would be on this team today if Dougie didn't have the no movement clause. Like it's we know that, you know, it was Mercer, Nemec, right? First round or whatever, going the other way. We were going to get Quinn, dump off Dougie, open up the cap space. Okay, everybody's happy. You know, and now we're stuck kind of swimming in mud still.
And do you guys really think, and I've heard people say this, I've heard it from a few different things actually recently too, is we know Guerin, right? You know, is he really going to just let Quinn go?
No, we actually
we're not
getting,
yeah. That's
on
it.
the last show, like I said, the Devil fans that think that, oh, well, then we'll have Quinn in 2 years. Like, don't count on that. Like,
I don't think so anymore.
They're going to have the money. He is going to probably love playing in Minnesota. It's an awesome city. You know, Minneapolis is a great city to play in. They're going to treat him like a fucking rock star, like he is. And the bottom line is, if they go far these next 2 years and they have a legitimate cup window, and who knows where we're going to be in 2 years, I can't see Quinn. The only way I really see this happening is Quinn leaving is if Minnesota just doesn't do it. Like they just, you know, bounce in the first round the next 2 years or something like that.
Minnesota's not done yet either. They're going to add more players. I mean, this is just, you know, I mean,
they need to be careful because Quinn will be, you know, Kaprizov makes 18 million, 17 million. How much was it?
Kaprizov 17.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's kind of the bar where Quinn's going to be. Quinn played 32 minutes last night. That's over half the game. Like,
yep.
So, you know, in 2 years with the mileage that he's going to have, I don't know if we're going to even want him as a UFA. I know that sounds ridiculous at this point, but also if we're not anywhere, it's like kind of let fucking Jack and Luke go to Minnesota, work out a trade with them, you know?
Well, I think where Devil fans, like where my head is in 2 years, I'm kind of really hoping and expecting that Luke is what Quinn is, you know, now that Luke gets there in 2 years, that we have that guy. He can skate like him. He can pass. He's got to work a lot more on his D, and he's growing. But you see the steps, and you see what Luke Hughes can be. He can be better than Quinn down the road. So I'm happy we have him locked up.
There's a clip I saw of Quinn, and I think what Luke needs to get better at is kind of recognizing where the holes are in zone exits. There's something that Quinn did against Columbus the other day, where he took it around the net, and he basically just outskated Marchenko out of the zone. He was carrying the puck, and Marchenko was chasing him, just outskated him. And I think Luke has that in him. Luke's just still the difference between the two is Quinn just has so much more of a smoothness to him, where Luke has a lot of kind of baby giraffe in him still. And I think that he needs to reconcile that.
On the power play, when you got Luke on that power play, and these drop passes, we've talked about it for a long time. I can't stand them. And I don't understand how one of our best skaters and one of our best puck handlers isn't carrying the freaking puck in on the power play. Why is he not? Is it something I'm missing? Because every time he builds up some speed and then he just dumps it back to the drop pass to Mercer or Bratt and lets them bring it in. Like, in my head, I'm watching this and I'm saying, bring it in. You're just as good of a skater as anybody else there. Like, you have the speed, you can go and set something up here, and it's a drop pass, and it drives me crazy. And actually, I forget what game it was. It might have been the Vancouver game or the Anaheim game. It almost got picked off. And, I just don't understand it. Why does he always do that and he doesn't bring the puck in himself?
Because it saves about 15 to 20 seconds of setup in the O zone.
What does?
The drop pass. Every team does it.
I don't see any team do it as much as Luke Hughes has been doing it for years.
Every single team does it.
I believe you, but I need to see it a little bit more because I don't see people do it like Luke does.
Called the slingshot. Luke just does it dumbly, but like every team does some variation of it. What I would like to see sometimes is Luke fake it and take it to the house. Right. The other thing I'd like to see is there's a F3 up at the top at the offensive blue line, hit that guy for like, if he darts across the blue line, you could like snap it up to him. But really what happens is Luke carries it up, draws that initial pressure, drops it back. So this guy that initially pressured has to kind of reset his gap on the zone. So then Brad and Mercer come up, and it's basically you're creating little 2-on-1s for every single entry point on the zone entry. Let me finish. Yeah, I know you want to talk. So they're creating little 2-on-1s. So then Luke has taken this guy, the first initial pressure, out of the play. The second part is taking the second part out, and then they kick it out further to the wing, where then it creates another 2-on-1 to get into the zone. So that's kind of the intention behind it. Okay, so the intention behind it makes sense. The drop pass that I see him doing more often these last couple of games has been about to enter the zone and dropping it back into our zone, and a guy picking it up on the other side of the blue line and bring it. Like, to me, that's just too far. You're dumping it past the neutral zone. That's not speeding things up. Yeah, like I said, slowing down, waiting for Brad or Mercer to get into the zone. So, like, the drop pass makes sense if it's but you kind also of, catch the. I'm a big advocate of the slingshot. Like, it works. It does. I mean, there's a reason why every team we fucking scored. Dude, I will send you so many fucking YouTube links of Steve Peters fucking talking about the drop pass. Could have also read my blog about the power play over the summer, Chris, at allaboutthejersey.com.
Where's that at?
Allaboutthejersey.com. Do we have a devil you know?
I do have a devil you know.
We do?
I do.
This is awesome. I did.
And it's a good one.
It's a good one, huh?
Hopefully you don't get it too early. But
hopefully we get it at all.
That's and a good point,
I didn't write the guy's name anywhere on this.
So you're not going to say it.
Internet-based reading materials to say it, but yes.
All right. Well, let's play You Devil You Know before we wrap this up, and here we go.
Shall we play a game?
Buckle up, boys and girls. It is time for the Devil You Know on the Uncle Pucker New Jersey Devil Podcast.
Hey guys, it is time.
I missed that part.
I do too. For the most fan-friendly game in New Jersey Devil podcast history, it's time for the Devil You Know. And if you don't know how we play, because we haven't played in forever, today it will be Tim. He's going to give us clues to a former New Jersey Devil player. Me and Tony get to guess. We get 3 incorrect guesses before we are eliminated. We can ask Tim any question we want about the player. He can or cannot answer. It is completely up to him. If you know the answer in the chat, we ask just to not throw it out there right away, because sometimes it takes Tony and me, a really long time. Tony will probably get it on the second clue. He's like, fucking
a while, man,
with this shit. So Tim, floor is yours, brother.
Let's go. So This 6 foot 200-pound forward was born in Oshawa, Ontario in 1964.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so he's a older
He
player.
played in the Quebec Pee Wee Hockey Tournament in 1977 as a member of a team from Oshawa, Ontario. This gentleman was drafted in 1983 and made his NHL debut also in 1983.
Oh wow, he's really old then.
He's played for 4 teams in his career.
Who was he drafted by?
I did not give you that information, now did I?
No, that's why he asked.
I know. I asked the questions, he had tone.
4 teams in his career?
He played for 4 teams, including the New Jersey Devils, San Jose Sharks, Dallas Stars, and New York Rangers.
John McClane. It's John
Fuck
McClane.
you. Yeah, I know.
That was good, Chris. That was good.
Fuck
yeah.
you, Chris.
That
You're
was a
supposed to
good
let
one.
me. You're supposed to let me fucking build up to this.
I
dickhead.
can't when I'm playing Tony. If I'm playing Bobby, I'll let it go, but he's going to get it next, and I know it. The next clue, like
I
if
just
you
needed
would've
a
said he
damn
was-
team drafted. That's all I needed. God damn it.
I should have done the teams later. Fuck.
Art to clown rules.
All right.
good one.
89 world championship winner. 6th in game played for Devils all time.
Okay.
3
6,
straight
huh?
40 goal seasons, including an 87-point season, which was his
One of
best.
our biggest goals ever.
His head coaching NHL record is 9-22-2, where he was promptly fired. Over his career is 413 goals, 429 assists, and 842 points. He's second overall in goals and assists for the Devils. He's a 2-time Cup winner for the Devils. This was I wanted to get there to throw you off because he won in 2003 as an assistant coach.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He also scored one of the biggest goals in Devils history.
Yes,
I know.
he did.
That was going to
1988.
be he scored the goal that got us into the
yeah.
playoffs for the first time in 1988, and he is now the newest member of the Devils Ring of Honor.
Yes,
Congratulations to John McClane. That's fantastic. When are they doing that ceremony?
In January at some point.
January?
Yeah.
That's going to be, he's very well
Yeah.
deserved. I mean,
My other clue is he's currently unemployed.
did they
because
fire
he just-
him? In
He got fired
Islanders?
from the Islanders. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's been an assistant coach. Hang on, I have it somewhere. He's a bad coach.
Apparently.
He's a bad head coach. He was assistant coach in Arizona, Carolina, the Devils, the Islanders. He's been fired everywhere, and he's currently unemployed. That was going to be one of my clues.
He's part of those new unemployment rates.
Yeah, exactly. No, we don't release those numbers anymore, Tony.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's all
And if they're bad, they're fake.
Yeah, it's going great. Everything's great.
Stop, please.
So yeah,
I told
he
you
was in the
about-
95.
Chris is
Cup
getting
winner
like the
for
Tricks
84
rabbit.
World
Fucking
Cup.
Chris is gonna hop out of his hat and fucking
Ah.
deep
All right,
breath
so
goes.
I don't want to make a prediction, but we're going to win tonight.
I'm not making any
Okay.
predictions because I always look like a jackass the next day.
I'm not going to make any prediction, but we should win tonight. I'll say that. We should. I mean, I just want
Gotta
to see
win
them
tonight.
play the kind of game that they need to play right now because they have a ton of injuries. And what's obvious to me is that when they play this way, they can play with anybody. So the penalties have to stop because our penalty kill is absolute shit. Markstrom
Yeah,
has
with push
got-
you back. Hopefully, push you back.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's better. But well,
Markstrom,
I agree.
This game is going to come down to goaltending for me. If Markstrom plays well, I think the Devils win. If he lets in a couple of softies, who the hell knows what's going to happen?
Yeah,
So-
I don't want to see. I don't want to see them sag or deflate after that happens. We also
hate
need
when
some
they
of these
get
guys
that
to
like that.
fucking finish your
Yes.
chances. Palat, Brad, Nico, fucking Dougie. I'm looking at all of you. Luke, stop hitting people in the fucking shin guards. It was hilarious that Turner did TNT did a little segment on Luke after the game. And they're like, he has a really heavy shot, and the shot that they showed was very fucking sniped Barbashev in the foot, and
Yep.
Barbashev had to get off. I was like, that's the best example of a Luke shot you could find. Was fucking what he does all the time is getting his shot blocked.
I mean, Luke has been playing good. He's got to start. You're right, though. They got to start netting some of these, especially guys like Heischer and Bratt. And again, there's still no news on Timo. Huh? We have no idea what's going on.
No, and we were talking about this before, and I'll just
Yeah.
say, like it's kind of weird to me how, and whatever's wrong, or whatever. I hope everything is okay. But like, I always feel like where it's like a family health problem. We'd know if it was like his father, his mother, his sister, his brother, or whoever it was. And just the fact that that has been absolutely radio silent makes me worry that like there's something really, really wrong here, or something happened, or something bad happened. I don't know what it is. We haven't heard anything. So I don't know. Get back
Yeah.
soon, Timo. But there's this NHL followers tracker on Twitter now where they track NHL players and NHL teams and who they follow and unfollow on Instagram. It's very funny. So Timo just apparently today followed two Instagram sluts. So we'll see if we'll see. Apparently he's back in action. So we'll see how quickly, if he shoots a shot and then unfollows them.
Well, I mean, if he's picking up chicks on Instagram and setting up shit for when he gets back here, hopefully it's soon. I just want this guy back in the fucking
I
lineup.
want him
He was
back.
playing great this year.
That's been part of our goal scoring problems. Are literally our three best, an entire top six line. Our three best shooters are out right now.
Yep. And that's why they just play solid defense. Don't take stupid penalties and don't cheat for offense. They can win some games, and that's what they have to do tonight. Because tonight's going to be fast. Tonight should be fun. And like you said, I agree with you. Tonight's the kind of game that a guy, Nico, Brat, Luke, these guys should really flourish tonight. They should be able to find some space and play pretty good. So we'll see how it goes. Anything else that you guys want to add before we wrap it up?
No. Go order some shirts and hats and stuff.
I want 1 minute here because I got just really okay. So Devil's Heaven, I got to say to you, man, because we're talking about movies really fast. Have you ever seen it, Chris? And you guys may have seen this. Chris, I'm pretty sure you probably saw it. My kids love it right now, and I grew up on it, man. Something Wicked This Way Comes, which is the old from Ray Bradbury, which was the original book, but the movie's fucking killer with Jonathan Pryce. So it's funny because it's a Disney movie, but it's dark. It's not. It doesn't feel like Disney. It's one of the older when they used to make movies, but my kids are obsessed with it now. So hopefully you check that out, man. And and you mentioned Art to Clown again, Tampa Morgue. You can hear the interview with him we did, man. We're 119 episodes after today. So
that's fantastic. Congratulations. Tone, have you watched it on HBO?
I've only seen the original. I have not watched the remake of the movies. I'm really weird about that. Like, I hate remakes, I haven't seen is this the new series you're talking about?
The one. Yeah,
I haven't seen that. I've heard it's actually really good though, but I haven't seen it.
My wife and I are in it. I think we're like episode 5 out of 8 right now. It's pretty cool. It's good. I think you might.
Welcome to Derry.
Welcome to Derry. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I have not seen it. But everyone's telling me that. And I need to because I'll admit that's where I feel old sometimes, man. I'm like, I like when Evil Dead came out, I went to see the remake of that, and it wasn't awful, but it was like just CGI. I hate CGI. I like the old like Tom Savini makeup and all that stuff. Like I love all. To me, like Evil Dead, like Sam Raimi to me sucks in a lot of ways, but like Evil Dead was the one thing that he did good. I thought.
If I can reach through this camera, and
I know, dude,
for that slander against Sam Raimi.
But Evil Dead was a fluke that he made this great horror movie, man. I felt like,
he's made a lot of great movies,
but to me, that was the one where I'm like, but I love the 80s old makeup. Like you look at Funhouse and all those old films. Like to me, I watch now and CGI, I fucking hate it.
Trivia question.
Sure.
What is the one thing that is in every single Sam Raimi movie?
I don't know.
His personal automobile is in every single Sam Raimi movie except one. The only one that wasn't in was The Quick and the Dead, because it was a Western and there was no car. But
Stephen King's in every movie too of his. He's always those little. Oh.
So the car that Uncle Ben was driving, the original Spider-Man, that's it. You see it. It's a yellow like 4-door Cadillac, bigger, and the one that Kate Blanchett was driving in The Gift. It's in all of them. It's all the Evil Deads, and check it out. It's a little tidbit. Sam Raimi's good though. I like him. And all right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. So thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. It was fun. Hopefully we got 3 hours till puck drop. So hopefully everybody stays awake. Thank you to Brick City Hockey Apparel and DraftKings, and to all of our listeners, wherever you are listening. Please hit a like and subscribe button on the YouTube channel, and in podcast form, a like, a comment, a positive review does help the little podcast that could. Bobby's getting his shit back in order. He should be joining us again at the end of the week or beginning of next week. So we'll hopefully get back to all 4 of us soon. For Tim and Tony Zamboni, I'm Chris. We're the Uncle Puckers. We'll see you when we see you guys.
Peace.
Fuck you, Valicat. Suck a dick, Fitz.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Fucking Timo just following a bunch of